Hi, how's it going? I am a Marine brat, is what I am. I'm a Marine brat. So that's where I was introduced to martial arts and karates, different styles, but I have a particular form that I stick to, and I'm going to explain the forms that I have because with your normal rituals and routines that you would do in a day, whatever going to work and pretty much more or less it's something that can I would what do you say push. Um, I'd be eager to try to influence people to do at home at their home. Is different practices that you can do, and you don't always necessarily have to be in the dojo all the time, 24/7, practicing what you know. So that we're going to take a little bit of I do take a little bit of what Bruce Lee was saying in particular into account, even though I do traditional. I believe more of the traditional styles. So, but I feel more comfortable doing more traditional style martial arts myself than the newer styles going around. Uh, I just feel more comfortable, so I do a I do a traditional feet stance. So I explain the foot stance, how you um, move, rotate, your pivot your foot, and then step, and always guard your private area whenever you step in your sequence. When let's say like your right foot is out, you punch with your left hand. So we're trying to. I think that it's building your balance so that you're um, not able to be compromised whenever you're steadily moving or um, taking off balance. So I'll show a couple of different feet routines. I'm thinking of. I really want a dojo, my own dojo that I can go in and um, do the different things that I need to do that I consider important as far as my routine. So it's every single day we work on something, some condition of our body. So what we took into particular consideration of what Bruce Lee was teaching is what works for us. So we know that if we get into a fight, we're probably more than likely going to have to punch somebody, and it's going to have to be matched with anybody else's punch. So it's going to have to be a badass, strong ass punch. So also with karate, we have blocks. We want to block when, and it's all in motion. Uh, a dojo instructor was telling me the other day um, that basically the different speeds of different people that are going to fight you, if they hit you a certain way or come at you a certain way, there's really no wrong way that um, you have to be prepared to defend yourself from somebody any which way they're coming. So I understand that philosophy too. I can appreciate that. But so what works for us in particular is when we block, we either go, this is my first, I believe, my first defense, line of defense is no, no, don't. So your hands are up like this already. So you're already, somebody comes at me and I've been trained or I've been taught or I also practice or continue that and have that in my mind and can still remember how to block and defend myself and then counteract and take someone out basically. My first sort of line of defense I guess is no no, so that the person understands they need to leave you alone. Regardless if I can defend myself or not, you say, hey, leave me alone. It's pretty powerful. So, anyhow, you go from there. That's my first line. And then I've been trying to concentrate on, with my right hand, using it for a karate chop. So I want to use this, so my stance would be, while I'm holding my feet stance, my upper body posture is going to be with my hand like this, ready for a karate chop. This hand is either, if it's out like this, it's still for blocking and for punching. So I'm looking for an instant punch, and I'm also going to continue working on that 1 inch or 2 inch punch deal that Bruce Lee had there. So make that just 1 inch connection. My karate instructor, when I was a kid learning this Okinawan style martial arts, was telling me that basically, if you know what you're doing, if you're able to punch great, like the best, like you punch the best, you're going to punch, and there's going to be maybe even a bit of air where you can punch out and not even contact the person with your hit, and it'll still hurt them, or it'll still knock them over. So I believe that stuff. That's why I still do it. After all these years, I try to. It's hard to find a particular dojo in Okinawan, traditional Okinawan style martial arts, from where I have resided throughout these years. So I showed you a little bit of weapons. I use weapons, but basically I'm working on throwing devices, things I can throw real quick, a knife or something like that. Stick it in to your target and work on being able to pull it out without sticking your own self, and being able to practice without injuring yourself. So that's what I've been doing with my weapons. In particular, has been in the throwing knives area for a while, for a couple of years now. That's what I've been working on. As far as weapons go, is knife throwing. So I'm going to cut this video right here, and basically I made it private right now because I plan on attaching more videos to this and continuing this video out. I'm not done with the video yet, and I'm working on a garden also today. So I don't know if I'm going to put maybe I'll put my gardening pictures and videos and stuff maybe on this, because it goes right into my health and how I'm able to be able to handle all of this stuff, no matter what it is. Diligently stick with it. Let's see. What was you gonna say? I forgot. I wanted to make this private so I can attach other videos to it, of what I'm doing. There are a couple of videos that I'm going to make clip by clip, and I'm going to attach them all together. And I'm basically ready to go, but I had something else to say, and I should have wrote it down. I can't remember what it was. I hope this was good enough for now. Maybe I remember what I was saying a little bit, but I really need to go so that I don't have to stress myself out to edit this video right here. Now, really, I don't want any of my neighbors to see me do this. basically my prerogative. But what I forgot to say was I'm 98% today, not 100% maybe, but I feel like I'm like 98% of my whole self and ready to go. 98% strong today. So we're gonna clean some stuff. We're gonna do some gardening. We're gonna do some martial arts. So it's filthy house. We have a filthy house, but anyhow, all I wanted to show, it's really not that bad. Alright, is this. See, that's what they teach you in traditional martial arts. My dogs might bark over this. But anyway, so what I've been doing is I've been going like this. I want a solid door. So when I make my dojo, I'm thinking about getting as solid of a door as I can get that's just super thick that won't break, so that I can kick it, and also do this. Because I know that feels hard, but I feel like I'm gonna hurt myself if I do it too hard, because I'll do it the wrong way. And I feel like I'm doing it like a pussy, kind of. Like I'm not doing it tough enough, you know? But I do this. I want to do this on this side, and then spin it around and kick on the back side of the door. And I've been having troubles with that toe. That toe lately it's been sore and bruised. So I'm working on like an inner contusion type of like thing going on it. That was my excuse for my toe, but I have my other toe. That's what they teach you like that, so that I can kick you right in your chin. That's what I think. So I'm ready to, if I could slip my foot right in there with that side kick like that, I'm going to develop a way where I'm going to hurt you down low, but I still want to hit you up high. I just felt like I had to attach this real quick video. Hopefully I'll make it real short and sweet. But I like to wrap my hand when I hit, because I'm hitting against a brick wall, and I'm not trying to bust my house either. So if I was trying to really put some huge enough force where I would start loosening the concrete and stuff on the wall, I would go find somewhere else more constructive to do that and less destructive to somebody's property that would definitely get me in trouble and would make somebody angry. I just take advantage of it being a brick house, and it's solid enough for me to have practice on it a little bit. So I'm just practicing on it a little bit, but don't go and do this with just one thick layer, unless you're hitting the board that they make for you with the pad on it already that you can sit there and strike over and over again with these two knuckles, right? And then traditional Okinawan martial arts, they taught you to keep your shoulders straight. So you want your shoulders straight. You don't want to go out like that. Some other martial arts have reasons for going not being straight at the shoulders, but just likewise, the traditional martial arts has a reason for you being straight across and firm in your stance. And all I'm making this little short little video here is to say, protect your hand. So what I did was I actually kind of double lapped it back like that, just to show you in this video I wouldn't do that. I did hit with that, but I was real careful, and I made sure that I hit with mainly this knuckle, the first knuckle, not the second knuckle when I did that. But if I was thinking about it, I would definitely double lap the thing, and I normally use a rag. I use two rags. I wrap around both hands when I practice punching. So it's not to go out and fight. I might, you know what? I don't have a low opinion of people fighting for money or anything like that. I just was taught that what I learned was for to defend myself, but not necessarily to fight in the UFC or anything like that. Plus, I would want to aspire to be in the WWE because that's where I'm going is building muscle mass. Eventually, where I'm at, where I'm comfortable, I want to be 239 pounds solid muscle. That's where I'm going with that. So, and also, I want to reserve sparring to basically achieve um, different belt levels if I decide to take a different style of martial arts. So, and then listen to what they say, you know, what everybody's opinion is. Definitely listen to the people that are teaching martial arts, what their opinion is of mixed martial arts, MMA, and whatnot. So, I hope this helped you out. Peace.
Like brick. And then I'm gonna have to run to the other side. I'm gonna karate chop. Sit there and do that. And something solid all day. And that's just what I'm doing. I'm trying to hone in on a couple of things like what Bruce Lee was saying. And that's what really makes a female these days that can fight valuable to a man is because they can spar together. But anyways, all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be ready and prepared for battle. And also it has other variable types of things, discipline, you know, and you probably will check yourself more if you're in a martial arts class. I see it being building your character up more than really tearing it down, even like you would see in the what they do in the Marine boot camp. They tear you down and then to build you up. Karate kind of just builds you up. So, but they expect your character to be, you know, a good representative of whatever establishment you come from, and not to be a bad person. Where you could like almost be a monk and go into a monastery. You're so good. So that's what we really like to be. So I just I'm just still a little bit aggressive, maybe too much so, when it comes to certain people and things. Maybe I think a little paranoid a little bit, but it's not delusional. That when people try to find a certain particular what do you say, perfectness to themselves, where you're like your digestion is perfect, your sleeping routine is perfect, you breathe perfect, you think perfect, you don't have impure thoughts like that are inhumane or, you know, underneath being, you know, very classy individual. So we still also know that I don't know exactly what Bruce Lee was trying to do there. He was trying to say he was the baddest person that ever could fight or ever in a fight or whatever, but one thing that he lacked was if they're right about their spirituality over there in China and in Asia in the world, the man still died somehow. He had a some kind of brain hemorrhage or something like that. So it was really weird. It sounded like an assassination. So he wasn't even clue enough to stop his own assassination. So I don't know. I guess you can call me paranoid all you want, but I have it's a gift and a curse. Speaking of monk, it's a gift and a curse to be able to know for a fact, just from the sense that you get from somebody else, like kinetically or however you'd say that, spiritually, that they're going to harm you or have a problem with you and would harm you. So, and you always have to be prepared on the streets and anywhere else. I'm going to definitely try and prepare myself the best that I can to overcome anything. And so here's see if I can do my stance real quick. So this is my stance. So I'm basically ready for a karate chop right here. So however I am here in defense mode, ready to strike, counter and strike position, I want to strike with a